Founded in 1897, Juventus is not only one of Italy's most traditional clubs, they are one of the most traditional clubs in all of football. From 1903 to 2019, the club kept a very consistent home kit style: black and white stripes. The stripes debuted 2 years before the first airplane took flight and stayed alive long enough to witness the release of the iPhone 11. And in that time span, the club achieved the unthinkable, becoming Italy's greatest club of all time and winning 35 Serie A titles, 13 Coppa Italias, 2 Champions League titles, and a myriad of other trophies. Juventus had become a global icon. Black and white stripes meant Juventus, and Juventus meant black and white stripes. But all of that was about to change. On May 12th, 2019, the club unveiled their new home kit for the upcoming season, a half black, half white shirt divided by a single pink stripe down the center. The backlash was immediate. Fans flooded the comments accusing the club of abandoning its identity. For over a century, the black and white stripes had been untouchable, sacred even. But now, not only were they gone, but a new color was introduced to the home kit: pink. Just to be clear, the color pink was not a random choice. It did serve as the color of their home shirt between 1897 and 1903, the first 6 years of the club's history. But what was the real reason Adidas made such a seemingly random but drastic change? Well, just a year earlier, Juventus had spent over $100 million to sign Ronaldo from Real Madrid, plus another $30 million per season in wages. Heading into 2019, the club needed shirt sales more than ever. So where did they turn? The American market. Obviously, Ronaldo had global appeal, and cracking into the US market was central to this plan. But there was one problem. To American eyes, black and white stripes did not say Juventus. They said referee. In sports like American football, basketball, and baseball, vertical stripes were closely associated with the officials, not the star players. And for a club banking on merchandising in the US, that was a branding liability. So, allegedly, and just to be clear, this is purely speculation, Juventus made a bold decision. Ditch the stripes, split the shirt in half, and add a pink line down the center, a nod to their earliest kits, and a statement that this was the beginning of a new era. However, it did not exactly pan out like they had hoped. Merchandise sales dropped from their 44 million euro peak in 2018 to 31.7 million euros in 2019, but with good reason. Remember, Ronaldo had already been with the club for an entire season. Fans had already bought a record-breaking amount of 2018 shirts with his name on it, and many of them were not interested in buying another one. So in a way, we'll never truly know if this move paid off, as the conditions were so unique and there were many different variables at play. The club still remained top 10 in global shirt sales, even with the controversial shirt, so the experiment was far from a failure. But regardless, the stripeless home shirt era was short-lived, as Adidas would return to a somewhat traditional home kit the following year, releasing this paintbrush-style striped shirt with gold accents. So for our Juventus kit, we're putting ourselves in the club's shoes. Ronaldo just signed with us. It's the first year we can design a shirt specifically knowing that Ronaldo will be selling it. So what do we make? How do we balance innovation with tradition? Before we start, shout out to Jakob for the design. Check him out. He's a very talented designer, and you've seen so much of his work on our channels. So starting off with the shirt template, we started with this classic polo collar with set-in sleeves. Here is the full layout in Clo 3D. Pretty simple layout without too many different panels or pieces. Definitely one of our more classic vintage looks. And for the design, we started with a white base and added 5 white and 4 black stripes across the front of the shirt. Starting off conservative with the design, and then we continued the stripes on each sleeve and onto the back of the shirt. After that, we made the collar black and added black to the cuffs before making our first bold move: pink accents on the cuffs and collar. Then we made the shorts a solid black with thin white side panels, and also made the socks black before coming back to the shirt and adding our logo, the club crest, and the chest sponsor all in pink. We continued the pink logos onto the shorts and socks before moving onto the back of the shirt to add the classic club crest before the rebrand, along with the name and number, all in pink. After that, the kit was complete and we moved on to the reveal environment, building a classic Italian villa with a hidden horse Easter egg to represent the city of Turin, where Juventus is based, and the mannequin represents an older fan, one who would have surely rejected the infamous 2019 home shirt, electing to wear our innovative yet toned down kit instead. And as always, if your club needs new kits or apparel, start a project with us. It takes less than 5 minutes, and we will do our best to make you the best custom kits. So, Juventus fans, Let us know, how did we do on this concept? What are your thoughts on the 2019 shirt? And if you think our kit is a better balance of innovation and tradition. So without further ado, here are the 2019 Juventus home kits by Jersey Bird.